大家好啊，欢迎来到霍格沃茨之遗。我们是直接接着上一期往下录，这个会响吗？不知道。现在应该去休息室，就是下个楼吧，也都可以互动的。吃个苹果，喝个茶，怎么就放在这儿？这个呢？
Lumos
也暂时用不了，好吧。
They're lucky they didn't end up as dragon food, like that poor man from the ministry.
Can't imagine starting a new school this late.
这是喝茶，不喝。
I would really like someone to try it.
吃个腰果，
Sure you don't want to try
又
it?
是一个 Weasley。
Brewed it myself.
Something normal, for merlin's sake.
Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
不会很尴尬吗
Does having your aunt here make things difficult?
More than you'd think. Most people assume I can't get into trouble or be given detention. But they're wrong. Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year, keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well, and she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
哦，还可以问他东西。你杯子里
Are
装了
you
啥？
having butterbeer for breakfast?
Oh no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there, based on some reactions that may need a bit more work.
哦，就是问他一些东西。看一
Seems you
下，
enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent
简
for
单的看一
potions
下，
of
后
all
面的
sorts?
就不可能每一个
As
都
I
看。
see it, there's little difference
做话挺慢。
fundamentally between brewing a modification to butterbeer and a Wiggenweld
应该说是
potion.
话挺多的。
Though I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my creativity as much as you might think.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
好像还要再向2个人自我介绍来着。他怎么在这个上面站着？
Girl thinks she can get away with anything.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside,
徒手爬墙。
without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire.
哦哦，可以跳过的。你是遇到了一头龙？没错。
Yes, our carriage was attacked by a dragon.
Crikey! I can't believe it. How... Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
高兴认
I'm
识你。
sure I'll be seeing you around.
You never know. Bye for now.
他怎么又上去了呀？要花多久才能爬上去？好，花这么半天上去。
Revelio.
哦，
That's not right. I really thought I had it.
学院宝箱，这和我没有什么关系呢。
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure
为
to
什么
meet
他
you,
们给
Cressida.
很多 NPC 设计了特别
Splendidly
多的雀
theatrical
斑？
arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
No, I merely studied with him briefly before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
Don't worry, you'll get it in the end.
Oh, I hope so. If I can get it, I'm just going to keep at it.
祝你好运。
Well, good luck with it.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
哦，是谁在提醒我？非常感谢，虽然我也不知道是谁在提醒。为什么要这么钻出来
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts.
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
量身打造的项目不会是一天学50多个咒语吧？哦，这项目有点多了，大可不必。
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up.
该不会就是神奇的游戏指引吧？
The guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio.
这个家伙有点惨
Simply
哦。
cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Revelio.
哦，刚刚解锁了实战指南挑战，完成挑战技术在一此处。这是你的巫师等级，这是进度。哦，有这么多树叶呀！就是收集东西。等等，我看看。那我这个退出游戏又是怎么按的？现在？哦，设置吗？哦，我终于有这些东西了。都是无属性，现在其实都攻击也是0，也不加任何东西。现在这些东西都。好，继续我们的任务。
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
哇，直接穿过这些人了呀，没有模型的吗？摸个猫。
No time to waste. You've classes to attend. Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
打开地图，找到主厅，分为2个区域，左边是学生和居住。主厅，直接传送了，这个是，我还以为是给一个路线指引，然后还得自己跑。
And here we are, quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross Station.
那是壁画吗？对，这个壁画还会动。
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend
不对，
both
是那个雕塑，
charms
是
and
雕的
defense
那个
against
画
the dark arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor...
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor.
Almost precisely what... Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new 5th year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
把这个东西融入到剧情里倒是一个挺有意思的东西，挺有意思的设计。最近有什么东西吗？感觉应该没有。蓝色的应该是我们目前什么都干不了，这里有个蓝。
My mother is so excited for me to come home for the holiday.
对话。
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, And so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
又有什么东西？完成主线任务将推动故事发展，解锁新内容并赋予经验值。某些任务有等级需求。完成教授们布置的作业或任务奖励，获取新的咒语。飞来咒，这啥？最终。
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
好，这次有路线指引，这是给我指引到。哦，欢迎来到霍格沃茨。快带我们走。
necessarily want him to get back.
确实。
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
飞来咒。
Accio. That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Eh?
这是要干嘛呀？
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like godstones, if you will. But instead, that's it! Happens to the best of us. Excellent control there. Very good. Don't lose your composure. Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Stay focused.
可恶！本来想
Let us
着
make this a bit more interesting, shall
正
we?
好停在最后一格，这不会就是教我们玩小游戏吧？又把他给拉了下来。
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things
又
on the
回到
way
教
out.
室。
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu. Just my mother received an offer to teach Divin. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world.
Well, it's been nice talking and
with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Until next time.
Of course.
寒暄的话就
can use
跳一跳。
Accio
A word, if you would.
if you're so inclined.
you wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that you expect to hear from me soon.
好，完成了一个简单的任务，学了一个咒语。哦，
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
居然还可以跟
you
路
wanted
人
to
对
speak
话
to me.
吗？
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about.
希望你第一天过得还适应，可圈可点，获奖
I've
啦！
been fortunate. Beginners.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to try. Well, better see to my charms homework.
他就是跟我说两句话吗？
Revelio.
来到这一个任务这里，诶，这个门口是什么？参加黑魔法防御术课程。
Is that all you've got? Bombard! Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
还挺自豪。
To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle.
最简单就是最有用。
Let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Oh.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Hmm. 这种搬桌子的方式还挺方便。
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier. Good. Now, well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy. Protego complicates things. Good form.
I know. Levioso.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a good man.
I do enjoy lively duel.
Levioso.
All of my students for this adept.
我把它打到桌子下面
Not
去了。
bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
额外的补习作业是什么意思？
All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling and I didn't expect a new student to be... Then again, perhaps this...
In fact, fact, it was.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. You know, you might be a
私人
perfect
性
fit
质
for
的
a
地下决
certain...
斗组织。
Unsanctioned.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian.
Good. Pleasure chatting. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance.
钟楼入口有一个人。
Till next time.
嗯。
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be...
与韦斯莱教授在变形学教室会面。变形。
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me, isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
我准备好了，
I'm
去拿
eager
魔
to
杖
get
吧
to。Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
"与罗南教授交谈获得作业。教授会给各种类型的任务，之后会有新的咒语作为奖励。哦，这是一个必须完成其他任务必须的东西啊，那还真的要来解。
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that, the mending charm Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Mm, 要收集这些东西。
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Revelio.
Oh.
Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Revelio.
在哪？
Brilliant.
有的时候听见了声音，但是没有看见那个书页
I
在
trust
哪
the
里。
preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Hmm, 这个转圈圈。 可用于修复破碎的物体和环境碎片。
Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
这个任务就完成了，我们去哦升级。好，我们去下一个任务。这个任务是，没有追踪。好的，那这一期我们是把最基础的几个魔咒，就是现在右下角的这4个非常基础的，一个点灯，一个飘来飘去的这个修复和飞来咒，都给学了。不过好像有一个不是这一期学的，是吧？然后下一期我们就跟这个上一期一起决斗，这一期一起决斗的这位学生同学一起去，让他带我们去买那个魔杖。好的，那我们下期再见，感谢各位的观看，拜拜。